How long were you a mayor for?
5 years.
Unbelievable, because that's a serious gig, man.
It changed my life. And obviously, I mentioned to you guys, and Martin knows this story.
And you've been through
I had a mass shooting 3 months into my first term. It blew me away.
That was the Sihk temple shooting?
Sihk temple shooting in 2012, August 5th, 2012.
Right.
I was actually at a wedding with my Sikh friends a couple weeks ago. Here we are 9 years later.
Yeah.
Lives changed, lives affected. I've told the story a million times in speeches that I've given. If that shooting doesn't happen, here's the weirdness of life.
Yeah.
I'm not doing what I do now. I'm not on the radio because that event got me noticed by people who heard me talking about that event in speeches, on television, on radio. And they said, you know what? He's actually a pretty good communicator. Maybe he could do this. So in the midst of that, again, talking about pushing it positive, in the midst of all that negativity, and that's just one element of that. There's other people in the temple who also feel the same way. Their lives have been changed to the positive because of that day.
That was a tough time.
And it was
horrible.
That's what that's what you want to come out of situations like that, and instances like that. You don't want it to set you backwards. Something horrific like that happening, when you can find something positive or do something positive with that, it makes it not all for nothing, and so that's great to hear.
I mean, the toughest part for me is every year that day comes up, August 5th. It's always going to be something that I remember because I can remember that day like it was yesterday. The phone calls from the police chief, fire chief, from the president of the United States, from a mayor who did not know me, Steve Hogan, who has now passed away, mayor of Aurora, Colorado, who had a mass shooting 2 weeks prior and took it on his own initiative, again, pushing it forward. Called me on my cell phone, got my number somehow, and said, how can I help you? I didn't know this guy.
Wow.
And he had just suffered the worst tragedy you could even imagine. Dozens of people killed in a theater.
Yeah.
And he's looking out for me. And I've told that story a million times. It's the essence of helping somebody else in their toughest time.